Hi, friends. It's just me today. Chris is at work and my mama has the kids, so I thought I had a few minutes so I would record a video and share with you a little bit of my heart about the power of our thoughts, the power of our mind, and how exactly maybe I think all of that works. It's definitely not something I have figured out or I ever think I will have totally figured out, but I certainly have done a lot of research into this area. It's a huge um, interest of mine, is just kind of the mystery of how all of this works. um, I'm sure most of you understand the fact that we're all energetic beings, and that that all energy has a frequency or a vibration. So along those lines, our thoughts have a frequency and a vibration with them. The higher the frequency, the more positive the thought, the higher the frequency it is. The more negative a thought, the more negative the frequency it is. And then these frequencies, when they're put out, they will attract like frequencies. So this is basically the law of attraction, summed up in one sentence, is that like attracts like. So if we want to attract positive things, we need to be positive. We need to become what we want. In other words, if we want more better relationships, we need to be a person that's better in a relationship. If we want more love, we need to give more love. If we want more money, we need to give more money. So basically, whatever we want more of, we need to just become that. And then that is what we'll create in our experience. So it's very interesting to me how the vibration of thoughts actually ties into our experience. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to. Just put it to the test. Try it out. See if changing your thoughts to that of a positive nature, see if it changes your life. See if you start to see more positive things. What you focus on will expand. This is a biblical principle that is taught in the Bible and all the other ancient texts as well. That where our focus goes, energy flows. So we need to be very mindful of where our focus is. This is why it is so important to not only choose the friends we have wisely, but also what we watch, what we read, how we talk, the music we listen to. All of the inputs that we put into our mind need to be mindful ones. And obviously, we can't be monitoring our thoughts 24/7. It would be overwhelming. But we can start to at least notice or be conscious that our thoughts do have a creative power in our life. And that's probably the first step. If you can just take a note of what you're thinking about and start being mindful of it. And then we have a choice. You need to realize that we have a choice to choose to think about something positive or choose to think about something negative. Every day, all day, we have this choice. So you find yourself, thinking a negative thought, just switch it over and be like, you're in control. That's what we need to realize. We are not victims. Nobody is a victim. We have ultimate control over our experience on this earth. I think sometimes our negative experiences that come into our life, even if we've subconsciously attracted them into our life, they are there to teach us a lesson. The world is actually a mirror reflection of what's going on inside of us. So if you notice a bunch of chaos going on around you, it's a good thing to maybe think, I wonder what's going on inside of me. When you realize that the external world is mirroring what's going on inside of us, it really helps you take inventory of what you're thinking on the inside, what you're feeling. Because once we grasp that concept, it's very empowering to know that all we have to do is change our thoughts, change our feelings, and then our outward experience, our outward reality will slowly start to change as well. It's not immediate, unfortunately, like rubbing a magic, genie in a lamp or something, but thank goodness there's some grace and that our thoughts don't immediately manifest into reality, because I think a lot of us would be in trouble if we did that. yeah, I think that we definitely wouldn't all want to immediately manifest our thoughts. So there is some grace period there, where we can take an inventory of our thoughts and direct them into a positive manner. And the good thing too is that positive thoughts actually carry with them much more power than a negative thought does. So we're designed to succeed. We're created for beauty. We're created for abundance. You know, God basically set it up so beautifully that everything in our life would be a lesson and a teacher to us, that we could learn constantly from our experiences and become better and better people. So, you know, he says in the Bible, when Jesus says, you know, whatever is noble, right, pure, lovely, think on these things, you know, he wasn't joking. Like, you know, that's a powerful, people think, oh, that's great, you know, I'll think about positive stuff. But really, no, if you really think about how powerful these things are, once you understand the creative power of your thoughts that lead to your words, that lead to your actions, that lead to your reality, not only does it give you a lot of peace because you know that you have control over a large percentage of what happens in your life and what happens to you, but it's just very comforting to know that as long as we keep our focus on good, then good will come to us. As long as we keep, you know, our focus on success, success will inevitably come. If you give out love, you will inevitably receive love. I mean, it's sowing and reaping. You cannot reap a harvest that you do not sow, and you cannot reap a consequence that you don't sow either. You know, the seed bears the fruit. You can't plant a carrot seed and get a watermelon. You plant a carrot seed, you get a carrot. You plant a pea, you get a pea. So whatever we plant into our minds, the seeds, the thoughts that we plant into our minds, we will reap exactly what we sow into our minds. So it's so important to, you know, really be mindful of what you're planting. What seeds are you planting? So have a no tolerance policy with negative media and news and negative Facebook people, negative friends, negative circumstances. Just avoid them like the plague. We haven't had TV for about 5 years. We have a TV set, but we set it up so that we get to choose and decide what we bring into our household. And it's not just this constant undertone of negative programming that they have on the TV. Because our world is not programmed for positivity. It is generally a fear-based world, and we are to overcome. We're not to be fearers. We're to be overcomers. We're to live our life out of love, not out of fear. And so I challenge you to do that today. I'm going to try to keep it short. It's already running too long. But make conscious choices. Think about those positive things and just see what it does in your life. I love you guys, and I hope this blesses you in some sort of a way. Bye-bye.